Hello, guys. We are sitting here, Rabbi Avraham Feld and me, and we are sitting in a hotel in Jerusalem. Made a trip to the Engedi today and coming back tonight. And we found this nice picture here of the 12 tribes. You recognize it, Avi?
Yeah, because it's very artistic. The letters are artistic. And it has literally the 12 tribes in beautiful graphics, and it has the camps of the 12 tribes in back of them. And that's what we're all about. We want to see the ingathering of our exiles.
Exactly.
And this is actually a school. This hotel was a Sephardic Studies Center, but they chopped part of it off and made a hotel out of it.
Yes.
So he doesn't go to a regular hotel. He goes to a hotel where people learn Torah in the other rooms.
And of course, we're very close to Mount Zion, where we showed up yesterday, and it made a big step. And also, we recognized today we recognized also when we were there yesterday, meeting with House of Judah and Ephraim. The Cardinal Worky from the Christian Church was also there. He's coming from exact the same town in Germany as I, so there's a much synchronicity ongoing about the redemption on Mount Zion. So,
and the people trying to stop it on the other side.
Of course, there's a big...
You guys have some arguments with that cardinal.
Yes, the church is going down anyway of us. But now maybe we should focus, because we do a lot of diplomatic travel, also you about the tribes and all this. But when I was with you the last days, you told me a lot about your personal work, which you do in your normal life. And it's connected to charity in general, which I witnessed. The Jewish people have a lot to do with charity, and I learned about that Rabbi Avraham Feld is making a really great job in this kind of stuff. Can you elaborate a little bit on this?
The Jewish people have three Hebrew nation that includes, Israel. They're Rachmanim, merciful. Gomli Chasodim, they are involved in active practice of loving kindness, and they're relative to other people in society. They're bashful, they're modest. So if we're supposed, it says, we should walk in his ways, meaning God's ways. So we learn from God how we're supposed to be. Just as he's compassionate, we're supposed to be compassionate. Just as he's merciful, we're supposed to be merciful. We're supposed to imitate our Creator in whose image we are. And that's a hallmark of all Jews in all times, left-wing, right-wing, secular, religious, all of history. And who are our tribes? They're also the high level, the cream of the cream. They're also out there making a tikkun chavrati, making it a better world. Because they can't hide that compassion that they have. But I don't know what kind of job we're doing, but we're trying to help a lot of kids in trouble. And we help girls keep their babies.
Yeah.
One of the things we help stop teenage suicide. We have Big Brother and Big Sister for kids in trouble and have dysfunctional families. But just recently, it's like the same old story. So we're talking to a girl saying maybe she doesn't have to kill the kid. Maybe she can let someone have temporary custody and she could visit. Maybe in a year from now, she'll want to be the mother. Mm-hmm. But once you end that kid, you can't go back. And anyhow, why do you want to have an abortion? She says, my boyfriend wants me to have an abortion. Mm-hmm. So aren't you surprised that a boyfriend wants the abortion? No. And she said, my parents want me to have an abortion. I said, but when was the last time you listened to your parents? So she thinks for a minute. She said, well, I was like 12 years old. I said, so now if you listen to your parents, you had this problem. So now you're going to listen to your parents? But you were the one that's going to have to be alone with this decision. Mm. Yeah, so we didn't say legally she has a problem. Unless her life is in danger, mental or physical life, there's not a lot of room. There's not a lot of wiggle room or excuses to be permitted an abortion. But people want to have an abortion just like they change their socks.
Yeah, exactly.
It's a big problem. But we approached it, and she said, "But what am I going to wear? I don't have maternity dresses." So I said, "Well, get your clothes." And I can't be in my neighborhood walking around. We'll have their families. Are they going to be religious? Yes, they are, but they'll be easygoing, open-minded. You do your own thing. And so that's like our approach. With these kids, street kids, you know, everyone, countries and multi-billionaires, they're affected by money, right? Mm-hmm. So are kids. Mm. We create artificial jobs. Job, J-O-B, you know what it means? Just one break. Mm-hmm. If you get appropriate job for a kid, it's better than a social worker, better than a psychologist, better than a priest, pastor, minister, or lahabdil, a rabbi. Mm-hmm. And also kids want to have money in their pockets too. So we would pay you to make up a job to pay the kid. Exactly. And we've taken kids out of gangs like that, dangerous gangs. We try to use, when young people have drug problems, so we can't go straight to the kid. First, we're adults. What's he have to do with us? So it's like a detective job. We find out where he goes, where he hangs out. Then we have other kids, peer counseling, mm-hmm. Almost his same age, who are good kids, who are clean-cut kids, who have a vision of a healthy, productive life. They appreciate their biblical heritage. And then they accidentally, on purpose, meet this fellow in trouble.
Yeah.
And now, you know, kids have big mouths. And they don't understand the ramifications. Neither do adults or what they're saying. So we get this information. We turn it over to the police. Or someone in ours. The police make the arrest of the dealer who's selling drugs to kids. And now the kid doesn't know where he is. He was really dependent on it. So who does he fall into? This net that was just created for him. A brand new friends out of nowhere.
Great. Just so you make your job in connecting, keeping care. And you told me a lot about this. You already go up on the streets someday in the morning, 5:30. You already.
We help get kids to school.
You also, yeah.
Make sure they have some money in their pocket and lunch, because their parents and them together are not working it out right.
And then you start in the day with junkies, and you end up in the night. Till the night, till 10 o'clock in the evening, you're sometimes going around.
Or whatever. Something you can go to 3 o'clock in the morning.
3 o'clock in the morning.
So I have a little word, a little Torah idea, I'd like to say. I heard it from Jonathan Sachs, actually. Moshe, by the 10th plague, knows that we are going. Pharaoh will let them finally go. So Moshe prepares for freedom in a unique way. He doesn't talk about liberty or breaking the chains of bondage. He doesn't mention the arduous, tough journey that lies ahead, or even give them an enthusiastic view or glimpse of the destination, the promised land. I always say we gave up the land when we came from America to Israel. We gave up the land of milk and honey for the land. We gave up the land of steak and money for the land of milk and honey, and the land of promise for the promised land. Mm-hmm. So Moses doesn't offer them this vision of the promised land. He talks about the kindalach, about the children. 3 times he turns to the theme in Exodus 12:26. When they ask you, and you shall explain. In Exodus 13:8 and Exodus 13:9, they will ask you. They will ask your fathers. He doesn't speak about tomorrow so much, but about the future. He doesn't so much celebrate that moment. Instead, he wants to ensure that it will form a part of the people's memory until the end of time. He wants each generation to pass on the story to the next generation forever. Forever. God didn't command us to win Nobel Prizes, but we do. We do as a product of the Torah we learn. It's instilled generations with an appetite for extreme study and analysis. What he mainly wanted us to teach ourselves and our children, and to get them teachers, is to help us, our friends and children, to understand that their ancestors, what they went through to make the difference and to make us into a distinctive people that they became. He wants us to know what moments in their history shaped their lives and dreams. He wants to give ourselves an identity by turning history into memory, and memory itself into a sense of responsibility. We were called upon to be a nation of what?
Priests and kings.
Not a nation just of intellectuals, priesting and holy nation, but we were called upon to be actors in a drama and the trauma of redemption. A people invited by God to bring blessings into the world by the way they lived and sanctified life. So we try to do that with children, to make them understand through experiencing in a fun way life and their heritage.
Mm-hmm.
That they understand that this is not just ancient history, and this is their personal, who they are. It's their identity, and it's their memory.
Of course. So, and
once a kid has that, you don't have to worry about tripping over drugs, and you don't have to worry about him not handling a depression and thinking of suicide, and you don't have to worry about crime. Once he feels a meaning in life and a purpose in life, and he's connected to the past, and he is our future. They are our future. They have a responsibility to the future.
Yeah. So you actually showed me the site, the official name of the company which does it is the Maccabee Institute.
Yeah, in Hebrew, Maccabee meant hammer.
Mm-hmm.
We fought the Greek, Syrian, Hellenists. It's one of the times we actually won and could celebrate it. Mm-hmm. You know what do we do? They wanted to kill us. God saved us. Let's eat.
Yes.
Right? So, and also Maccabee is the acrostic abbreviation for who is like unto you, God.
Mm-hmm. So I watched on the site, and they helped really a lot of people the last 40 years. More than 300,000 people. They
Yeah, but that was over many years.
About many years. But so you told me that you have in the past you had already also big funders, but they died in the last years, and the generation after them, they didn't
appreciate that they were originally helped out of terrible situations. We also deal with dismantling dangerous cults and stopping. We don't have enough people to donate to other religions and other isms and other weird stuff.
So anyway, you have a lot of freelancers helping there, but
we have a lot of volunteers. We couldn't do it without a lot of volunteers.
Yes.
And people who pick out their saving kids really means something to them, and saving families. And likewise, we stand against dangerous cults and have creative ways to help dismantle them.
Of course, and then
protect our people from disappearing from us.
And if you
being a posthumous victory, when they become secularized and they lose their identity, so it's a posthumous victory to those people who wanted to kill us physically. It's another way of us disappearing.
So you're helping out a lot of people, and for especially children or young children, is when you can help them in this shortly time of life, it will work out. They can go back on the right track. You saved their lives, so finally you saved their life.
One of the ways we help them is letting them feel they can help other people.
Mm-hmm.
You know, everyone can actually help someone else.
Of course.
But you have to create the frame of reference where this kid can actually contribute to helping this other kid or a family. And that gives them all. We use music saves kids. Teaching them first aid. We don't teach them first aid because we want them to save some money. We teach first aid to save them.
Yes,
it gives them a whole new identity. Art saves kids. Self-defense saves kids. And, you know...
Sometimes you bring just food, maybe.
Right. An army travels on its stomach.
Yeah.
So in Deuteronomy 33, it's the first verse a Jewish child learns is Torah Siva Lana Moshe, Marasha Kehilat Yaakov. The Torah, which was commanded to Moses, is a heritage to the congregation of Jacob. There are many tunes to that. So if they could feel that community, that they're part of a covenantal community, whether they're young or old, whether they're right-wing, left-wing, they're religious or anti-religious, that knowledge changes them. It's like being a rebirth.
However, when I spend the last days sometimes with you, I remark that you are all in this way of life. You give all of you of your energy to help these kids, and I find it amazing. And how to say for our people, as you on the same hand, you are working for the tribes, for connecting the tribes. We talked about it in the beginning,
teach kids
and
there's such a phenomenon.
And from now on, you became part of the advisor. You are part of the Sanhedrin initiative also since yesterday. So you got a new job also from yesterday on. So you have a lot of stuff to do and give most of your time and energy to help others. So, and because of that, I want to announce this guy here next to me for his great job, and of course also to tell our people that you can do a charity also to help this project and the work for the kids of Avraham Feld.
Ammunition. Praise the Lord and pass the ammunition.
Yes, exactly. It's about really money, because as I told already, big funders had died the last years, and the children are not of the dead people. They don't go on with funding. So the organization is really running out of money a little bit. And so we say, I will put the website of the McUbeinstitute.org under the video. But it's important when somebody of you likes to fund something or give some charity or tzedakah to help the kids and help Avi with his work, then you go at the same time writing an email that this money should go to the project of Avi Feld, because this institution had a lot of projects, different projects. They help old people, whatever. So it's important that you write an email also with your funding, that money should go to Avi Feld. Is there something you want to add to this?
Tzedakah tatzil mimavet, giving charity saves from death. There's no bad side effects. The only thing we take with us to the next world is the Torah and good deeds and charity we've done. People will be blessed with abundance when they help other people. And we appreciate anything anyone can help us with.
I guess this is the reason why.
One of the things we teach the people that we come in contact, that all Jews know that 10 Israel is going to come back. They all know that the tribes are coming back. One of the reasons the state of Israel is called Israel instead of Judah is because one of our founders said, God forbid we should give up on the return of the tribes. So we're teaching people that.
Yeah.
And we're saying the thing is that is new to them is that it's happening now.
That is true. He's a big worker for the tribes. He always running around.
It's happening now. The tribes are waking up right now.
He always talks
in the distant future.
He always talks about Ulf also and Ephraim and the reputation of Ulf, and he shares TempleCoin somewhere or whatever. He's really do a job for us from the nation of Ephraim the last years. So I please to support him with his charity, and
And get some rest. You had a long day.
Yeah, and of course I would just want to answer. My Rabbi Ederi, he also give me a charity box for myself that I should start out thinking about charity, tzedakah, thinking about others, not only from ourselves, like mostly in Western societies. So we can help, we can learn a lot from the Jewish people. Thank you, Avi, for that.
Thank you, we appreciate it. This time, until next time, aloha.
Okay, so see you later.